morning, everybody. Good morning. Thanks for coming. Listen, I'm the oldest of all the cousins. And if I don't stand here the way you think I should, I make no apology. This is my cousin Gwen. I want to send a special good morning to my mom and my son and my grandsons and the rest of the family who are watching online who are not able to be here with us. My mom sure wish she could come, but she's not well. So thanks for technology. She's not going to miss out on her visit today. On April 5th, 1937, a queen was born. My grandparents, Harold and Helen Morris, named her Helen Emmeline Morris. She was their last child that completed their family of 4 children. My mother, Selena, was the eldest, followed by my Uncle Frank and my Auntie Kathleen. Auntie Helen was the most adventurous of the children. She wanted to travel the island, make new friends, and couldn't wait to grow up so she could travel to St. Anne and visit her grandparents and cousins. She became the keeper of the family history. There's nothing you could ask her and she didn't know. I was the luckiest girl in the world to have 3 mothers. My mom, my Auntie Kathleen, and my Auntie Helen. Auntie Helen was the one who walked me to school during my primary days. She would bring me lunch and pick me up at the end of the day. I was fortunate to grow up in an extended family of 8 adults. I had the luxury of choices because everyone allotted me different things. I was extremely fortunate. I was also extremely lucky to live and grow amongst an abundance of cousins and extended family. At 12 years old, Auntie Helen and Uncle Fancy moved to Augusttown. It gave me a new home where I would continue to be spoiled and loved. My weekends were spent with them, and I became Auntie's travel partner anytime she wanted to travel to Golden Grove to visit the family. This is where I met my maternal great-grandparents, great-aunts, great-uncles, and a host of cousins. Auntie Helen was taller and bigger in stature than my mom and my Auntie Kay. Your tiny Auntie Kay. Auntie Kay was also the tiniest of the family. So she was my defender and always had me feeling safe. She taught me how to defend myself when she wasn't around. And as my son said, her disciplinary style was stern and very serious, but soft in her approach and delivery. She had a great sense of humor and an infectious laugh. Auntie Helen enjoyed picking on Uncle Fanso and never stopped until she had him laughing, which always ended with him saying, "What wrong with you, Mrs. Davis?" She taught me how to be bold and believed in myself. She also taught me how to spread my wings, to live large, and never allowed anybody to count me down. As I got older, I realized how important these life lessons were. As I wrote this, I realized that Auntie was teaching self-love. As my cousin Douglas said, she was really ahead of her time. And the importance it had, and now it's all trendy, to have self-love. But she knew that a long time ago. She constantly reminded me that I had no limits, and I could do and be anything I wanted to be. These lessons I passed on to my other cousins. Auntie Helen was kind and giving. She knew and exhibited the importance of sharing and helping others. She knew the meaning of the term paid forward, which is also a new term today. She knew that. She knew and lived the true meaning of "we are our brothers and sisters' keepers." She didn't know how to say no. Her kindness extended beyond her family, and many strangers became her chosen family. Because of her helping and kind nature, she was a nurturer, a mother to many. She was a faithful and good wife and life partner to my Uncle Fanso for nearly 60 years. Excuse me. They created homes in Jamaica and Canada, and it always made them inviting and welcoming. They made everyone feel special, safe, and protected within their space. Auntie and Uncle Fanso migrated to Canada in the early 70s, where she worked at the hospital for sick children, the world's most famous children's hospital. She loved her job, her family, and her friends in Canada, but she hated the cold. So in the early 80s, they returned to Jamaica, where they settled in the Mulines Red Hills Road community. There they owned and operated their own wholesale retail business and continued to show their love to people. In 2004, Auntie had a bad stroke. The doctor's prognosis was not good, but in true Helen style, she surprised them all. She recovered to the point where she made her last trip to Canada in 2015. The recovery of her memory left doctors in amazement. I will miss our conversations. I will miss her pep talks. I will miss her encouragement and love. Auntie Helen, we will hold you in our heart forever. And we will continue to live our lives using the lessons you taught us. So as I bid you farewell, let this be a loving reminder that someone is missing today. Someone our hearts still holds on to as we travel along life's way. Someone who makes life so special for all those who gather here. Someone who won't be forgotten, but cherished from year to year. And now, as we pause to remember, let us all fondly recall how dearly each of us loved her and how she loved us all. Thanks for the memories, Auntie. Walk good, our beloved. The ancestors and the Almighty has been prepared to receive you. I want to close by thanking all the persons who supported and provided care for Auntie Helen. Special thanks to the medical staff of the Kingston Public Hospital, University Hospital, and the Sunrise Health Center. Since 2004, many, many persons gave selflessly of their time. Thanks to Rowan, Mr. Flowers, Cousin Annie, and Auntie Kathleen, Auntie Kay. You have been faithful and fearless, protecting your sister. You have allowed her to maintain her dignity during the time of her illness. Finally, I must acknowledge two people that are no longer here, who played a real role in taking care of my aunt over the years. Pops and Trevor. These two men provided loving care for her, the kind of care you would expect from a female. These men dug deep and supported our family without being asked. For the many I didn't name, I thank you. Thank you all. Thank you for everything you did to support my auntie and my uncle Fetzel and my auntie Kay. I appreciate all of you.
Good morning, family, friends, and cousins, and all you good people. That's my hand. I don't think she died, because I'm a rough, I go rough, so she only gonna rest, no? She don't die, because I can remember wherever I go, she always in my mind. I always remember when I was young, my mother and my father couldn't breathe. I'm gonna tell you a story. They couldn't breathe. But you see, that auntie here, I'm telling you, she's good. She's great. She was a loving auntie. When I was young and my mother and my father used to fight over fighters, she used to run come to my auntie. And my auntie would see my father coming and running away, you know. Stand up and fight for him, our sister, you know. And my auntie take me down. She give me a name, Rockshot. That's my name, you know. My auntie here give me that name, you know, Rockshot, you know. Said, whenever I come from school, instead of button up my shirt straight, I always miss some of the button them. So them call them Buckshot. So the whole of the auntie them tell them soon as they say Buckshot I call. But I have an uncle, every time he see me, Uncle Frank, he say, boy, I'm going to lock you up, you know. I'm going to lock you up. So, you know, I always try to set myself straight when I go to my uncle's room, you know. And whenever I see my uncle, I get scared. Because I see this gun and this hat and them things that make always get scared and said, Uncle, what? But true, I never know police, you know. Because I was small. He said I grew up, I know, said my uncle was a police. Right? And Fanso, love him. Fanso, he take care of me, you know. That's my aunt, husband, you know. Fanso, you know, always, when me young, defend me and run over father to and tell him, say, love me. But you know what? My father fight and give me back from my auntie. And from that day, my father take me from my auntie. I tell you, I lost. My auntie then was going on good enough. I lost and I come like a ball, coming from one place to the other. And can't get to go back to my auntie because I went away. My auntie then went away, so then after end up turn bad. Me, rough. My auntie, if it trouble any other generation, I come in for you. That's how I used to live. If it hurt anyone of the family, I'm coming looking for you. Say, all right, say, that lady here, my auntie. And I'm speaking for my mother and my next auntie here. They cannot speak on French, so they cannot. These people are good people. I'm a bad person, you know. She changed me, you know. She changed, I was a bad person right there. It's my auntie here changed me. When she come down from Canada and come look for my mother, she see me and she said, I'm really bad. I really was a gangster in the orders and things, you know, in my community. And she said, what? She said, Glenn, she put on her clothes, you know, one Sunday, and I said, Glenn, just look for me. And look, we stand up and I look for me, I'm going in my waist. So we stand up and look for my auntie, and I say, my auntie, going to church. And something, she don't talk to me, and she just say, look for her. And I say, my auntie going to the church. This lady here not going to the church, and from she going to the church, something lick me. And I said, but wait, when we young, I used to go to church, but we used to go to one Catholic church, you know. That's it, you know, I say when I used to go to church, then why I don't try when the auntie I go. And you see from that day, we start to pray and I say, you know, say my auntie said to go to church. But we still don't put it on my head, you know. I have it there still and one day I go to jail now. And I go to jail and I'm look. In the jail is like the auntie come, in the jail is like she come in the jail. It's like a vision. Come in the jail and say, Glenn, me going to the church, and in the church if I go when I come out, you come out. Because I was fretting in us and I was saying about prison now, you know. And when I come out, I still not go to church, you know. Still I struggle, said it until one day, you know. I don't, it's the Holy Spirit, because some people say the Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit lead me down bad, and say, look, you have to give your life to God now. You have to, because your auntie, that's why I say she's a good lady. God, she knows God. My auntie knows God. And I have to go to church, become a Christian. I'm a Christian now, right? Yeah. And it's my auntie that become a Christian because I was supposed to die. And my auntie said this, so she's a good lady. And her husband, good. And my auntie here, good. My uncle, good. And I have a next auntie in Canada. She's so good. They are good. They are good people. I wish I didn't go. I wish I was going around them. But my father was a drunkard. And in ignorance, he take me away. He took me away from them. Because my auntie loved me, this one, she here, loved me. Love me bad. And also the husband used to love me. Love me bad, but 2 years ago, you know? You understand? Yeah, if it's bad in the family kind of swing. Right? They swing away, you know. It's when I become a Christian, they swing. Come, my auntie start respect me and say, yes, at last it will come, what it will come now. You know, and I'm married and I have some beautiful children. Beautiful children. I wish that my family could, my cousins then could know them. Because they travel, you know, my family and travel, my children and travel all about. And don't get to know say them have generation. There's enough generation of us now. But to come down in different names. They're all in different names. If you don't mind, shop a lot of my cousins in here. Enough people. Enough cousins are out. And my auntie here, this young Sierra there, stand up, auntie. Stand up. That's my auntie. I love her. She knows. She resembles my mother. I have looked at my mother and said, okay, every time I see her, I recognize them, you know. And my sister here, stand up on it. Yeah. See my cousin, stand up. See, a lot of generation. All out. My name is Billy, you know. Billy. I have been to England, all about in America, all about in England are Baileys. I'm Bailey. But I tell you, I love my uncle. And when he died in Canada, it troubled me. And watch it now. When I look at him, I have a son favor him. That's my cousin, that's my money, you know. And him, you know, he resembles me like, he have a resemblance, you know. That's how we mixed up. And she I resemble no one. That's okay. Yeah. That's okay. She have some look. I have a daughter, isn't it? Yes, there she is.
Go smile.
Hi, Trisha. Hello, Trisha. Trisha. Yeah, all right. And thank you very much for my auntie, greatest. She's a giant.
All right. We're gonna have prayer for the family. If you look on your program, you will see the name Blackwell, Reverend Blackwell. It's not Blackwell. Kindly make correction on your program. It is Blackwater. Reverend Blackwater. Blackwater. Okay? We're going to ask the congregation to stand while Reverend